You want to win more games in Fortnite Zero Build Season 3, but don't have a precise strategy to do so? I've got you covered, and in this video, I'll let you take a look inside my mind and show you how I win my games consistently. Even in the absolute chaos that is Fortnite Season 3, I have a really good showcase match for you guys from a recent ranked match that had fights from start to finish, and after early, mid, and end game, I'll do a brief summary for each, so you can really take away useful tips and tricks for your games. My name is TSK, and on this channel, I analyze every single thing about Fortnite Zero Build gameplay. My goal is to become the best together with you guys. So, for this game, I dropped on the dam bridge near the Nitrodrome again. The upsides it has is that normally you don't have fights, you get plenty of loot, and you're nearby the Nitrodrome, which in my opinion is the #1 priority of every single match, because this is where we get the mythic boomboat with infinite ammo. And as you guys might have noticed, it's car season, and as you will see in this game, using the boomboat constantly allows me to get rid of all the modded cars, which makes for a way easier endgame, as people that are spamming car combat mainly don't function quite well outside of their car. First, they're not really warmed up on normal gameplay, and second, they also won't have enough loot to fight outside of cars, since most of them honestly just stay in their cars the whole match and don't loot at all. Surprisingly, after the initial looting phase here, somebody actually decided to push me down here. I checked and he didn't drop here with me. Regardless, I spot him while I'm in the water, and I really like my play here. I close the distance while I'm perfectly safe, jump out, hit him for 100 damage right away, and as I'm going again, he actually gets third parties here, stealing that kill from me sadly, and I hug cover again, hit him for 80 damage after a jump shot, but he reacts nicely and places a bunker. Let's take a look at the situation, guys. What is the correct play? And to be honest, there's really only one play to make here, and that is push to the right so I can get inside the bunker with the guy. That's what I do. Hit him with the shotty, hit him one more time as he falls down to the low ground. I wanna use my last shotty shot, however I get the reload bug, so I gotta switch over to my other weapon and finish the fight. I played this really patiently, I hugged cover, and I didn't take many risks at all in this fight here. Keep in mind that normally this fight won't happen to you. 95 out of 100 times on average, I wanna say, you don't get fights on the dam bridge. Afterwards, I pick up a car and I head over to the Nitrodrome, of course. By the way, if needed, on the pass you'll find multiple cactus as well that will heal you up. So my strategy for actually pushing the Nitrodrome involves the drop, because this usually means that the boss unlocks already by the time I arrive. This time the enemies were a little bit slow, so it wasn't quite there yet. I spot the guy in the ring and consider shooting him. However, the better play is just to wait for the boss, surgically remove the boss and the items from the Nitrodrome and head out. So that's exactly what I do. I wait for the boss to spawn, use my Thunderburst to kill the boss in 5 seconds, pick up the boomboat, pick up the medallion, and instantly head out. You really want to make sure you leave this place as fast as possible, because people will be very mad at you that you just stole their loot, and they will camp the mystic car. Don't go for the mystic car, it's not worth it. After you get the initial boomboat and medallion, your next go-to objective is finding nitro fists. After that, we're done with the early game setup phase. I get pushed by a car here right away, and since you have that mythic boomboat with infinite ammo, I start working on it. And as the guy notices I'm destroying his car, he hops out, but I hit him with 2 really nice shotty shots. He uses a shockwave combined with his fists to sadly get out, which is a shame because I really wanted those fists. And after trying a little bit to chase him down, I give up because I simply don't have any movement to track him. But a car in a distance, and always, guys, always, no matter the stage of the game, you will work on cars when you see him. That's what I do. Make it explode. Hit this guy for some damage as well. But of course, in this distance, I cannot get rid of him. However, I see a drop come down from one of the job boards. See a car approach, hit the guy for 121 damage as I see somebody sneaking up on me. I put some decent damage on him as he flees with his fists as well. I really want to get these fists, so I keep hunting him down. However, he just runs again with the fists. I spot a car in the distance, shoot it real quick before trying to find the guy again. I spot him in the corner, hit him with a direct hit with my boomboat, and finish him with my warforged. And this of course means I get the nitro fist. And with this, the early game is finished. So similar to my last Inside My Mind video, in the early game you wanna get a pretty quiet drop to get a decent loadout, push the Nitrodrome before the boss is taken, surgically remove the boss, pick up the loot, meaning the medallion in with infinite ammo and the Mystic Boom Bolt. And then your next objective to finish the early game is always to get the Nitro Fists. Try to get all of this in your early game. Now on to the mid game. And as I said it last time, honestly, your goal here is to get rid of as many cars as possible so they don't annoy you in the end game. So whenever I spot a car, I go for it right away. Can't finish this car on the first go, so I continue chasing it for a while here. Find another car on the way. Suddenly get shot from behind, turn around and instantly hit him with a direct hit on this distance, which is pretty crazy. Before I continue chasing the cars here. Put some more damage on both cars. One explodes, and as I continue chasing, one of the guys pushes me. I blow up his car. Hit him one time, however, the zone is moving in, and I don't really like getting stuck outside the zone, especially when I'm running no shields/heals like I am right here. I try to work on this NPC, but the guy hits me from a distance, so I hit this guy's car as well before I continue rotating into the zone. I hit him with a little bit more damage before I'm forced to use my fists again to get on the high ground, spot him behind this rock, and hit him with a headshot on this distance, eliminating the player. I want to see if he has some heals/shields or anything else useful, because I don't really want to run around with the Thunderburst plus the Warforged here. But the moment I push for the loot, another car tries to run me over here. I hit it for some really good damage before I take a look at the loot. I find a legendary Thunderburst, which is quite a nice find if you ask me, before I try to get more damage on the guy, but can't quite spot him anymore. So instead, I rush for the building here because I want to drink some coffee. Always stay hydrated, guys. Okay, spot the guy in the distance, hit him with the bolt, switch over to my Warforged AR, and surprisingly, for some reason, this guy decides it's time to push. The moment I eliminate him, the next car tries to run me over. But that's alright, we got the fists. I head to the roof, hit him with 2 shots, make that 3, make that 4, and this guy is forced to run. I know there's a car repair station straight ahead, and guess what? This guy is trying to repair his car over here, but I won't let him. Put a huge amount of damage on his car, dash in the air, spot him in a very distance, and hit him with the last shot, making the car explode. I am relentless on these cars, guys, and you should be too. Especially since we have, of course, infinite ammo for the boom bolt. We can just spam all game long. As long as you're not risking your life, do it. Getting rid of their cars really hurts these players, and that's exactly what we're trying to do with this thread. As I'm moving in, I spot another guy with a boom bolt to my left. Quickly try to get some damage in before I decide this is not a good fight to take. I didn't have much cover, and I'd much rather reposition. He's charging in with a car ahead of me, and I use this opportunity to get closer into the zone. And as we're nearing the end game, I get pushed again by another car trying to run me over, dodge the charge, and start working on the car as well. I dash to the high ground because I want to continue being able to shoot people with the boom bolt. Spot a guy in a distance, and as I start shooting him, I spot footsteps right next to me. So of course, I'm gonna reposition. I don't know exactly where this guy is coming from, and I do not want to take 50-50 fights ever. I'm full HP, he's gonna be full HP. It's gonna be a coin flip who wins the fight, and I of course want to avoid that, and you should too. Only search fights that you already have an advantage on. I got a nice new position with a good angle on the guy that just pushed me there in the building. He hops out, I hit him with 2 crazy mid-air shots, miss one while he's down below, hit another crazy mid-air shot before I finish the guy with the Thunderburst with even more crazy shots. Aim was feeling pretty good there, not gonna lie. Being able to aim good is of course also crucial to win more games in Fortnite. If you struggle with that, by the way, I have a full in-depth beginner's guide on my channel as well. It was from last season, but it really doesn't matter because I only talk about very broad subjects, like also how to get better at aiming. So if you want, go check that out. I find some heal on the ground and some boogie bombs. And guys, boogie bombs are so insanely good this season. And apart from the normal use, which is hit a guy with a boogie bomb, hit him with a shorty, you can also use this to force people to get out of cars. Yes, if you hit a car, the people inside will start dancing instead of driving, which is very useful. Look out for that in a moment here in the gameplay. And we are officially in the end game. So let's summarize the mid game one more time. Hunt down every single car you can. Do not take 50-50 fights. This is a tip, by the way, throughout all of the game. Get an advantage first before you go into any fight. Play high grounds and other good positions, meaning, for example, get ahead of your enemy. If he has to cross you to get to the zone, you will get free shots on him. Evade bad fights and evade third-party situations at all costs. Don't be greedy and go for the Adam if it means you're risking your life. On to the end game. We are finishing the game at Brutal Beach Chat. By the way, full in-depth map analysis on my channel as well. Can highly recommend checking this out. But what this means for gameplay here is there is almost no cover at all if we don't end exactly in the city, which, spoiler alert, we didn't. And as you can see here, I'm moving into the zone together with the storm. If you don't do this, people will have angles on you from all sides if you're in the center of the zone too early. Don't do that. hug the zone in the end game as much as possible. Spot a guy, hit him with the boom bolt as he places a bunker. Good thing is, the boom bolt also deals with bunkers quite nicely. So I start spamming the bunker. Look how I'm doing jump shots out of cover over and over. Sadly, I do get shot in the back. So guys, we got different choices to make here. What is the play here? You're getting shot in the back. Option A, turn around, shoot the guy that's shooting you. Why is this not the play? I have absolutely no cover here. I don't know where the enemy is. He already has an angle on me and is already shooting me. So he has a huge advantage. And if I commit to this fight, I also cannot get back over this hill here to get in cover because I already know there is another player right here. Option B, push the bunker. This, however, also is not the play because this guy, of course, has the bunker, which means he has cover. Yes, I already damaged it, but that doesn't change that he will have the first couple shots on me before I get any angles. And again, I cannot flee backwards afterwards because there's a guy behind me. Which leaves us with option C, and that is rotate to the left where neither of these two players can shoot me. I do just that, and while I'm going, I continue putting pressure on the bunker, making this spot unplayable for him in the future in case we have to get back to this position. I rotate around the little mountain here and try to get another angle on the bunker guy. Pick up 2 more boogie bombs as I arrive, which will be super handy in a moment. I'm afraid he's hiding behind this little cover. I check and he's not there. So I feel confident and push closer. And as I do that, I hear someone use the nitro fist right next to me. Try to hit him midair. Can't quite hit the shots. He dashes one more time and I hit him with a headshot with the boom bolt, allowing me to push closer because I already have the advantage. I try one more time, but to my surprise, I get shot from behind and spot a guy placing a bunker all the way on top there. But again, we have the boom bolt advantage, meaning I can start working in a bunker. However, somehow again, I got shot in the back, even though I thought I already checked this side, forcing me to run. However, here comes a really nice play. After I dash in the air, what should I do here? Again, we have 3 options. Option number 1, use the boom bolt, since if you are up top, I can easily hit the ground right next to the guy, guaranteeing me explosive damage on the guy. Option B would be to simply use the nitro fist to keep running away. Normally, I'm all for this play, however, not in this case because I already used dashes and this guy did not use any dashes on his fists yet. Meaning, if he wants to, he can easily hunt me down afterwards, which leaves me with option C, and that is use the boogie bomb. It is really easy to hit for the same reasons as hitting the boom bolt is easy here. I have an insane high ground, which also means I will not get hit by the boogie bomb myself. I throw the bomb on him, hit him, and I'm way too far away to hit him with the shotgun. So instead, I use my boom bolt, hit him with a direct hit, it explodes, meaning I did a total of 156 damage on the guy. He does the right decision, which is to run with his nitro fists. However, I do an insane mid-air flick on him, hitting him with the boom bolt one more time for 44 damage, and of course try to chase him down with my thunderburst. However, this guy moves quite nicely and I barely miss my shots here, allowing this guy to sadly get away from me. However, I really still like my approach a lot here. I instantly get shot in the back and I desperately try to find cover as I know I don't have many charges left on my nitro fists. I take cover behind this bunker, think this is the guy, however was just loot on the ground. I walk forward and get some cover behind the last little pieces of this bunker here. I know he's behind this rock and I have a boom bolt. So what do? I blow it up, see him behind, hit him with a direct hit as well for 115 damage, one more time for 44 as he's trying to get away as well. However, I instantly get third partied by a missing car and there's almost no cover left here at all. I use my last couple seconds that I have before the rock blows up to recharge my boom bolt. It blows up and I start working on the car. I desperately get behind cover behind this barely still standing bunker. However, it is gonna be enough to blow up the car, which deals 75 damage to him as well. Again, switch to the boogie bomb, hit him with that, get closer, direct hit with the boom bolt for 121 damage before I switch to the shotgun and finish this guy. Insanely good combination of the boom bolt and the boogie bomb here that I can highly recommend you start learning as well. I pick up his fish to quickly restore my health to full before I pick up the boogie bombs again. However, I get pushed by a guy with his fists. I really don't want this melee fight, so I use my fists to uppercut myself in the air, hit him with a boogie bomb. My boom bolt is not loaded, so instead I charge closer, hit him twice with the shorty before I switch over to the thunderburst and finish the fight as well. And now in a top 3 situation, I load my guns and see that the other 2 remaining players are already fighting. This is the perfect case situation here. You always want to be the person that third parties the final fight. Never be the guy to fight first. I start working on these 2 guys at the same time. However, I noticed there's absolutely zero cover at all around me. And these guys have a bunker. So I know what I need to do here is blow up the bunker, because otherwise I am dead here for sure. So I do that. I blow it up. It crumbles as it has no more base and I am safe. I thought. But for some reason that I later found out was because these bottom triangles were still there. It only partially crumbled. I've never seen this before in my life. This really caught me by surprise. Look at how I'm aiming down below, waiting for the guy to fall down, but he doesn't. Instead, he shoots me for a crazy amount of damage. I lose all my overshield and all my shield. I don't panic. I hit him with a direct hit with the boombolt for 121 damage, but I have no, and I mean zero cover here. The only cover I have is this small rock down here and the river. So I uppercut myself in the air. I try to hit him with my last boogie bomb. However, I miss and he somehow finishes me with his shotgun on this distance. And yeah, I gotta be honest, I was really confused about this at first. I really thought I destroyed the bunker, but I didn't. But guys, regardless, I feel like this game was executed almost perfectly. And it's a really, really good match to learn from. Let's summarize what you can learn from the end game. First again, evade third parties at all costs. Notice how several times I decided to run from fights here because I knew somebody else does have an angle on me. Do this as well all the time in end games. Learn boogie bomb combos. It's always easy to hit them if you are in the sky. That means use your nitro fist to uppercut yourself up, throw the boogie bomb down. And then if you're far away, use the boombolt. If you're close enough, use the shotgun to finish the fight. Rotate in with the storm. Don't be in the center. And then while it didn't fully work out for me, it is still 100% the right play. Third party the last fight. Never be one of the first 2 people that initiate the final fight, because you will get third partied and this is gonna be the single hardest fight in the game at all times. If you can play cover, but this time there was absolutely no cover at all left in the game. But if you follow all these steps from early, mid to late game, I'm sure you win more games. If you want to see more of these types of videos, let me know in the comments, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.